A year ago this week, a storm dumped 10 inches of rain on Pryor in just a day. Many streets flooded, including Elliott Road. It's prone to flooding along this low bridge crossing of Pryor Creek. Kimberlyn Kendrick drove through the portable barricades put up that day to block the road and into the floodwaters. It swept her car away.
And she was found, it was quite some distance downstream. Her car was totally submerged, so when the rescuers showed up to try and get her, they couldn't find the car.
Her body was recovered the next day. To prevent future drownings, the county now has locking floodgates on both sides of the low spot. And today, the spot also has the state's first "when flooded, turn around, don't drown" sign.
The National Weather Service is donating the signs.
Bill Robison is with the Oklahoma Floodplain Managers Association. It's helping to identify sites that could benefit from the new warning signs.
We have identified over, I believe it's around 1,500 total low water crossings in the state, but that we have known water rescues and drownings, I believe it was 58.
Sites of previous drownings or rescues will get the first signs. Then as fast as more come in, Robison says they'll go up in other flood-prone areas. Mays County Emergency Manager John Jansen says every time flooding happens, people ignore barricades on submerged roads.
I was kind of surprised when I got into this business that it happens as much as it does. People get in the mode that they've got to go somewhere, they've got to be there, they won't stop for any reason.
This tape measure helps explain why it's so dangerous to drive onto a flooded road. See, it only takes 6 inches of water to obscure the surface so that you don't know how deep it is. And that same 6 inches of water can be moving so fast, if you try and get out of your car, it can knock you right off your feet. And it only takes 24 inches of water to sweep most vehicles off the road.
Pryor's Mayor Jimmy Trammell says warning signs aren't enough.
We want people to understand that if you go around a barricade, you want it to be fined because of safety. Then, if you go into that area and it requires a swift water rescue, which got fire and the local law enforcement, we think you ought to have to pay for those services, just like you do a hazard mitigation. So I'm going to seek legislation to get that done.
In the meantime, he hopes people will pay attention to the new warning signs being unveiled along Oklahoma's most dangerous stretches of flood-prone roads. In Pryor, I'm Kathy Tatum, the Oklahoma News Report.